Hey guys, and welcome back to Dominions 5 with me, Time and Tactics. We're playing as Bandar Log, the apes on the Land of Dreams map, as you can see over here. We're in the very south, in the tropical forest down here. Bandar Log is in the northern portion of that. We did take Dural Woods last time there was a battle. We defeated the independents there, mainly militias, 15 of those. We lost 2 of our Markata archers. They were protected by the Atavi infantries. But unfortunately, they don't have very much protection, so we lost quite a few, 10 out of our 20. So right now in Dural Woods, Bika's over here, our prophet, who used to be a commander, well, he's still a commander, he now only has these Markata archers here left with him. The remaining 10 Atavi infantry, they retreated back, they fled the battlefield and retreated back to Bandar Log, so we can't really continue immediately down to Juneau Forest, I think. We have to do something about that. We're recruiting more of these Markata archers, and I'm also sending down Asana over here, who has a few units. Not very many. It's almost tempting here. Instead of to recruit the archers, we'll go for the Atavi infantry. They do more damage. Not very much protection, but probably, I'm thinking that is better. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll just go ahead and delete these here. And then we'll take as many of these as we can, holding down shift. Okay, that's too many. There we go. We'll take these. So by the time that Asana comes down here with more units to Bika's, then we will have more units here. That's going to be fine. Then we'll go with the Juneau Forest. If we could, though, maybe we want to go to Black Peaks. Look at that. There's only 40 enemy units here. Let's have Daramayasa over here, our scout, head in there and see what we can find. It is early summer. It should allow us to get through. There's 2 heat scales here. It needs to be heat on both sides in order to get through the mountain passes there. But that will be very tempting. And the Prophet, if we take this province, we can take the Throne of Ascension. We can claim it in our name. Right now, nobody has any throne. It would be one of the easier thrones, I think. One of these level 1 thrones. Okay, so we'll do that. We have another scout. Bolasahib over here. You're with the barbarians. Let's head over to White Spring Grove. More forest is better for us. We can always recruit our native Markatas and Atavi units there. So at home, we have Bahu Prada, our yogi over here. This yogi is good at, well, relatively good at researching, at least for what he cost us. So we might put him on research. Let's do that. You can select him and press spacebar and say research, or you can just select him and say R for research, uppercase R, shift R. Okay, he's researching, so now we actually get a few points into that, 7 points. Right now we're set up to do construction. I want to get up to level 2. That will allow us to create lesser magic items, more than trinkets. It would be helpful, I think, to get to that level at least. I want to see if I can I want to have the option of getting enough magic items so that when we recruit our Yaksha, if you remember that one, not construction but conjuration, it's down here, the one in blue, this one. We can then have a few items we can give to our Yaksha, and that would help us out quite a bit. We need 25 nature gems, and we need to be level 4. That's going to take a while. There's another thing I thought of we can do, and that is Mindburn. Was suggested to me. That's a pretty good one to have because it needs a level 2 astral mage, and if you remember our guru that we can recruit here, this one is a level 2 astral, so they could cast that spell in thaumaturgy here, level 2. And Mindburn is pretty good. It is good because it has precision 100 and it reaches the entire battlefield. Affects 1 person. It takes a turn to cast us, and when it does hit, it will do 12 damage, maybe more, depending on how many levels above you are in astral. So a level 13 or level 3 astral mage would do 13 damage if we get through. and you do your, it's called a penetration roll. Basically, we compare the number 11 to the target's magic resistance, and then we both sides roll 2d6. Whoever gets the highest value, that's the side that wins. And if we win with a mind burn, they take 12 damage, again with a die roll, 2 die roll as well. So we could do more, could do less. But that's pretty good, you know, reaching across the battlefield. And I think the mages will be picking off units that are more higher quality targets. That are better to go for. Not some lowly militia maybe, right? If you have an option to go after a mage. So that's mind burn. That's level 2 in thaumaturgy. We are at level 0 now. Maybe I will go that first. Because we're going to have the gurus early on, right? We can get them now. Whereas the conjuration is going to take a while anyway. And level 2, well, level 1 takes 50. Level 2 takes 100. It's 150. Maybe I will do that. Just so we have something, you know, we can use. If something happens, we can always use that. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll put them on top here. Like that. And then I think I'll still do construction. So we get some magic items that are better than trinkets. And then we'll go for conjuration. Yeah, big lofty goals here, considering we make 7. Not very much, right? We haven't recruited anything else. We have nobody here. Asana will move down south. And then they'll both be down here. Both are commander as well. One a prophet. But so what do we get here? I think we just recruit. These barbarians I'm worried about. 50 barbarians can do a lot of damage. So we need to recruit units before we take them on. Basically, barbarian is like one of these guys here. They do about 20 damage, but they have no real armor. So we need to have somebody face them with armor. And we have our Bandar Warrior. Defense 10, protection 15. If you look at the other one, the other Bandar Warrior, 15 and 8. He doesn't have that buckler. I think it's what this one has. Yeah, the buckler. I think we take them. We'll take that one off. I'm also hoping I can come down here. And take the black piece. We'll see. We'll see how far we can go. So that's our units. Let's look at the commanders. We have 516 gold. If we take this one, I want to put up a fort here as soon as I can. So let's not spend all our money. Let's get another yogi. It only costs 55 gold. I think that's good. All right. Now, one thing we could do, remember our bless? If you select the temple or you press O, you can see the bless effect. We get morale 1, attack 4, defense 4. More likely to hit, less likely to be hit, and likely to stay on the battlefield. That's pretty good. The one we could recruit would be this one, the white one. It costs 23 gold, 17 resources, 31 recruitment points. We could take them, since we have our prophet. They would gain attack up to 16, defense up to 17. It's decent. They do 18, so less damage, but more likely to survive. Morale 12. And even if they do die, there's a small chance they'll come back anyway. Sacred. It is interesting to do that. Now, if you look at how much they cost, 23, 17, 31. If you look at this one, 16, 29. I might do that instead. Because we have the prophet, he can bless them. Normally, getting a bless might be difficult to pull off, but since he is a level 3 holy, he can get that bless off against for the whole battlefield, not just for an individual stack, individual square. So let's do that. How many can we get? Well, the max we can get are holy points here. And that would be that. We only got 5, even though we have more holy points because we have a yogi that takes 2 commander points. If we take him off, the holy point counts for 1 against that. So I think we'll leave it like that. And then maybe we'll can we get one more Bandar Warrior? Yes, we can. Do it like that then. I think that's good. All right. I think that's all I can do. We don't know of anybody else, right? No, I don't think we do. It's all gray neutral areas. All right, press E for end turn. Proclamation from Ulm. So Ulm is in the game. They have now a prophet as well. Now we're down here. We've collected our units. What else do we see around us? Don't see anybody else. It's all gray there, so nobody is right next to us. What do we have here now? 60 enemy units. Can we take them on with the units we have in Dual Woods? Well, we have 2 commanders. Well, 3 actually. If we take these, give them to Bikas. Bikas going to be in the battle, no matter what. We'll give them there. 1 more archer, so now we have 63, plus these here. What if we take our infantry melee units, put them in line formation so they can spread out and protect our infantry, and then we'll put the 3 Bandar warriors in front. And in the back, well, not in the back, but slightly behind them, so they don't clog up the front line, we have the archers. And where are you? Because you are here, outlined in white. I think that's good. We can't do divine blessing. We can do it, but as you can see here, we can do divine blessing, but there's nobody to bless here. Nobody is sacred. I'm going to send Asana back at least. Arun will stay here. We'll recruit more units. We have 1 left there. Do we want to take more of those? No, I think we'll take archers now here. Let's get a bunch of these. Now, can we actually take this place here? I don't know. We can right click on it and select Y. These are everybody going there, so nobody's going there yet, because you head on over there. Right click. We have our scout. He won't do anything. What do we have? Oh, set battle orders. We'll say hold and attack closest. Because I think we're going to have more archers than they do. And that means we're going to be at an advantage, I think. But the problem is 60. They're not very good. Lion Tribe, I don't think. Let's say they have 20 archers in the back firing, and we have 40. And then they have Lion Tribe warriors coming up. Don't think they have very much protection, but as you can see in the picture, here, they have the ones in the back, they have a shield. And it looks like a spear. So, they're going to have pretty long weapons. That means they can maybe repel our attack, because we have pretty short weapons. Mace, length 1. Spear tends to be length 3. We have 3 that are very good, though. This would be a chance to take them now. Let's say we don't attack. What do we do instead? Well, we can recruit more units here as we are, right? And get these in as well. We could send somebody down with units, but who would we take? Well, they can take them, but we wouldn't be able to research them. And if we go up, if we recruit another commander now and wait a turn, then that commander will be having to go down and then travel down, I think. If you press Control M, we can see how long it takes or how many movement points you need to travel. We select a unit like here, because he needs 10, this white number, to get into that black piece. And for the units that are here, Bahuprada would need 16 to get down, and you can compare, they have 16. They could get down there with units, but they're not very good. And that means they're going to suffer a little bit of morale penalty. With leadership 10, it's going to be not to our advantage to have him as a commander. Although, it would be tempting. I wonder what we should, maybe what we'll do instead. Here's what we'll do. We'll wait 1 turn, but not really wait. We'll go down to Juneau Forest. There's only 20 units here, give or take. We'll take this one. Next turn we'll attack from here. We'll leave Arun here to pick up more units, the archers. They will attack in next turn. We'll attack in from Juneau Forest. And Asana heads back to pick up the holy units. And then he won't be able to attack in. I don't think he will. What is the movement points of these? Map move 10. If you look at the map, it would take 10 here. Well, it would take 16. Can't do it. So they would not be able to attack. We would get the reinforcement from here, though. Yeah, it's weak, but there's nobody on the other side, so let's not agonize too much over it. We'll move down here and take this one first. Seems like we can do that at least. Alright, back home. We have recruited our units. We'll take a new wave of these. Holy points 2. Let's leave 1. Do we do 1 more yogi? I think so. I don't want to lose my money. I want to have the money ready to go when we get into the Black Peaks. Getting that fortification, I think, will cost us about 600 gold, so we'll do that. Dharmayaza can't get across the river. It's not frozen. So we'll probably leave him here. We'll take Bala Sahib over in White Spring Grove. Let's move him up north. That's another forest here. There. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, something we want to keep in mind, though, is that all of these places might have magic sites. Magic sites are quite good because that will increase our gems or other things. It will give us other benefits. To get to them, though, to find out about them, we have to search for them with a mage. The higher the mage, the better. And every type of mage might find different sites. So you might have multiple sites in an area. If we take Arulamani, move him down here, he could come in and attack and help the attack if we're ready. Let's see. What can he actually do with our limited understanding of spells? Twist Fate, Personal Luck, Resist Magic. These two here, well, I think all three is only effective for the caster, so that's going to help them survive longer, but not really anything else. Resist Magic, same thing there. So no point sending him down there for any other reason than to search this site. I think instead, let's do research. We need to get this going. 7 is not very much. 14 is better. Double the speed. We'll do that instead. And then maybe I'll spend a little bit of more money and get a guru. A guru is 2 paths here, so when we search, more likely to find something. We could go for a Rishi, but you're not guaranteed to get another path, and having a level 3 astral versus a level 2 astral is not as big of a difference there to find something. Slightly more likely to find something. So let's go for a guru. We're down to 375. We're making enough money to offset that. And we're not going to build a fortification next turn anyway because we have to attack Black Peaks. We have Juneau Forest down there. Okay, I think that's fine. I want to make sure we quickly take as many territories as possible. If you hover over the time of year symbol, we're on turn 4 now. We want to have more than just the 2 areas. In a way, though, it's better to go over to Felden Forest because it's next to Bandar Log itself, and we can take advantage of the income and resources here and help out Bandar Log. You can pull in from all the adjacent territories, adjacent provinces. Juneau Forest is not adjacent, but there are 50, 60 barbarians here. We can take him. Instead, let's go down to Juneau Forest. Yeah, I think that's all I want to do. Let's double check with F1. Everyone is defending. Yep, that's correct. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see how things go. Marignon is in the game as well. There was a battle in Juneau Forest. Let's look and see what happened. So we attacked here, and like we thought, or like we set up, our melee is in the front. We have the Bandar Warriors actually in the very front. We're protecting our archers here, somewhat anyway. And we have, what do we have here? Are these militia? So not very good, protection 5, but they have a long weapon. They might repel our attack. Archers, and then a few of these light infantry, better version of the militia. It looks like they have a priest back there, level 1 holy. He can cast some spells, and 2 regular commanders with broadswords. No, 3. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll turn on this here. There. Preparing to cast Blessing. That's Donner. I think that was the guy over here. Yep, that's Donner. I wish this would show in the color or highlight somewhat so you know who it was, which side. Because prepares to cast Holy Avenger, that means we're going to try to take somebody out. We're firing our arrows over on to their archers. We cast the Holy Avenger. Let's look and see. Sort by owner. Did anybody get injured on their side, the gray side? Well, our arrows did damage at least. You can see that there. They normally have 10 hit points. So it's hard to tell here. Nobody's dead, at least. We took a little bit of damage, but not that bad. Yeah, Bandar Warriors are good. They actually have 18. I didn't actually realize it was that high. Yeah, it's 18 hit points. Morale 14. They're by far the best unit. Morale 10. Okay, now, they should be able to hold their own. We are waiting 2 turns. We are firing here. Because we have more archers than they do. Now we're moving forward. We're casting Sermon of Courage. This Sermon of Courage, I think, will give us a little bit more morale for a few units. I don't know where they are. 9, this one. Divine Spell, yep. Okay, we're rushing forward. They're coming with 2 units, but maybe if we're luckier, we can do a few attacks before they can bring in all their units. Our Bandar Warriors are in the back, unfortunately. Having to come around. Why are they in the back, you may ask? Well, because the combat speed of the Atavi infantry is 10. We should have put these guys a little bit further ahead, I think. Heavenly Fire is coming now. He already cast Heavenly Fire. That's Heavenly Fire right here. And I think one of them took enough damage there to get killed. We can actually check that by going down to our commander, our prophet. Select him, or left click on his name, and we can see Heavenly Fire. He hit light infantry with a ranged attack, Heavenly Fire, in the leg for 11 points of damage. Penetration 11, that's his spell there, casting that. Then we rolled 2d6, we rolled a 4, that's low. Their magic resistance was 10, and they rolled a 4 as well, so they failed to resist. That means we used our damage here, and the damage is 10 plus a 2d6, so we got 12 out of that. And they had 11, so they took 11 points of damage. Not killed, but still. And then we hit a militia with 29 points of damage as well. So we actually did 2 here, Heavenly Fire. Didn't know we could do 2 damage. You can see that here, 9 and 20. That's pretty good. Heavenly Fire, okay. So we're taking them out here. They have very few left. One is trying to flee. And unfortunately, our guys in the back are pretty bad at precision, so if we have units on the front here that are being shot at, basically, by the Makar archers, it's a problem. The Bandar Warriors have enough protection, you don't count defense, enough protection to withstand a short bow damage there of 7. Most of the time. They're starting to flee. One of the commanders is going, yep. Another Heavenly Fire, it's a pretty good one. And I don't know if Heavenly Fire is taking fatigue. Well, he's up to 56 now. He's done more. See, look at that. 0, 6, 29, 11. It's pretty good. He's doing a lot of damage. That means he's going to get experience. Okay, now, we're continuing. We're advancing. See, we lost a lot of these Atavis. We still have all the Bandar Warriors. They're going to gain experience. Whoever survives gain experience. So we really want that. Now, almost all of them are gone. They're routed. One left. There we go. They're gone now. Okay. What did we lose? We lost 10 Atavi infantry. Shot in the back. Mainly, I think. We didn't lose any Bandar Warrior. They killed 1. Our commander killed 4. That's good. They lost all. A new famous hero. Stories of Bikas, that's our prophet. He was just in the battle with Heavenly Fire. Stories of his brave deeds and his heroic precision, that's what when you use ranged weapons, including spells, are now told by bards and storytellers all over the world. We can go to the commander and check him out. You can see here we have a heroic ability, heroic precision. We get a higher precision stat, which is used when you are casting spells or using a bow. Heroic ability +2. Now that doesn't sound like much, but it's going to keep going up here as a hero. So we'll keep doing that. I want to see, actually, before we go on, what do we have here? Cast a specific spell, Holy Avenger and Heavenly Fire. Let's look at Holy Avenger. It's level 2. Holy. Casting time 1 turn. Affects the caster. Doesn't cause any fatigue. Any harm done to the casting priest will result in a divine bolt striking in the midst of the enemy. Well, if somebody comes up and attacks the prophet, then there would be an attack done somewhere else on one of the enemy units. But Heavenly Fire looks pretty interesting. Range 30, pretty good range. Takes 1 round, affects 1 person, not even a whole squad or a whole square. Precision is 100, so it's guaranteed to hit. Does 10 damage, yeah, we saw that, magical damage. negates any armor, which is great to use then on heavily armored units, right? Because they have nothing then in that case. Magic resistance negate. So if they were lucky, or if they did roll or manage to survive that penetration roll against magic resistance, they wouldn't take any damage. But if they do take damage, they get fiery death, which is fire damage and magic. It's both, because here in fire damage, if you're extra resistant to fire damage, you may not take as much. If you're less resistant, you might take more. Armor negating, yep. Okay, good. We took that province. Let's look at it. Juneau Forest. It's a forest just like Dual Woods, so we can recruit more units here. Nothing really special here, I think. No, but we have our regular ones. If we put in some province defense here, we'll go up to 11. We'll go up to 10, so we can get that one unrest. Here we also have 10. That's looking good. How many units do we have left? Well, not that many. 8 plus 45 and 3 here. We got more units here now, though. We can give them to Arun. 21 out of 40. So we could attack with them. 21 archers there. And here, how many? 45. That's 66 archers. But is that going to be enough? Maybe. They don't have very much armor, so we don't need much to take them. Maybe we are I'm overly cautious here, right? We want to make sure we make progress. They're going to rush forward, I think, with their melee units, and I don't want them to get into our archers because they would be dead right away, no protection. And they might be routed, and if we don't have them to fire their weapons, it would be a problem. Well, either way, I think we'll take the Bandar Warriors, the slow ones, movement speed of 8 in combat, put them in the very front. Behind them, we'll put the Atavi infantry, so they don't overtake the Bandar Warriors. Put them like that, I think. Maybe something like that, so we don't mix them up with the archers, so they can get through. And then hold an attack. But 11 melee hand-to-hand units, that doesn't sound like a lot. Here we can get a -1 morale because we have a pretty poor commander on leadership of 40. You can only have 2 squads. And because they're undisciplined, they get a negative modifier there. So they're likely to not make it. We made it back home, though, with Asana. We select him. And now we have some units here. Now, I think what we need to do, we need to take them and we meet up with our prophet. Let's do that. These white ones are pretty decent. They're also blessed. If we could just get them into battle. Protection 14, defense 13. Well, 17 if they're blessed. I think what we'll do is, well, let's look. Bika's over here. He has 8 movement, I think. Yeah, 8. It takes 16 to go to the forest there, 10 to go here, but you could always go at least 1 to an adjacent area. So we can do that. It is late summer. We got to be careful. If for some reason it turns colder here, and it's possible in fall, we can't get in. And then we might be stuck here too, even if we do get in, but that might be okay if we get stuck here. I cannot get him in there. Well, let's see. What if we take one of the other here? They have 16 in map moves. They can have 10 units. How many do we have here? 12. What about the guru over here, the new guy? Level 2 astral, level 1 nature. What does he have? 10 leadership, 25 magical. But we don't have any magical units. While they are sacred, these white ones, they're not magical. So 10 of them, if I give them to one of these, I'm going to get less morale, -1. Actually, the negative modifier here is because he's a very poor commander. -1 is still not bad. You know what? I think we'll do that. We'll take these here. How fast are they again? I didn't check. Slow. Let's put them in the front. We can't do line formation. We need to have a, as it says down there, a commander who can lead 3 squads. But that's fine. Stay there. We can still tell them to... I guess what we'll do is we'll attack closest enemy. Let's do that. And then we'll have a Rolamani move into the Black Peak. No, we can't. Why not? Because we have speed of 10. Okay, we can't actually. So let's just skip that. Move him in here instead. And I say we take him down. Asana, though. We'll take him down here. And the best way to check and see if you're sending the right units there, you right-click on the province you're going to, press Y, and you'll see Asana already there to just get an idea of what's going to be there. Stay here with them. We'll reorganize next turn and attack there. And we can stay here. Do we want to stay here? Bikas has leadership of 80, which means he can control 3 squads. The new guy, Asana, or not new guy, but he can also control 80. It's fine. We can stay where we are. Now we have a dominion of 1. That's how popular our pretender is here. As a prophet or a priest, you can increase that dominion strength. And don't forget, as long as you have at least 1, you get a boost to your morale of your units there. So it's always good to have a lot of dominion. And we have dominion here too. Let's go ahead and preach here. He's going to try to extend our dominion in this area. You can see an outline here. We have quite a bit now. So moving down there, we have taken 3 territories at turn 5. Okay, this one we're not going to take for a while. 320 units. Wow. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and do research on Arulamani and Abhisheka and Bahuprada as well. So 3 of them now, making 25. Almost going to get to Thaumaturgy level 1. Okay, that's fine. Moving down, let's press F1 and check and see how we're doing. Arun is waiting. That's fine. Black Peaks are waiting with our scout, but in the White Forest, Balasheb is waiting up here. I think I want to go up and check and see what we can find. There's a way to get through the mountains without having to cross the river here, and that's right here, this province. You can see you can go through here. Even if it's hard to get through the river, go north through the pass. We'll take him up there. I think that's all I want to do. Let's go to the next turn. Oh, that was quick, and I didn't actually get to even to do anything. What do we have? Turn 6. Yeah, nothing at all happened. Can we get through? We can still get through from all territories. Yep, it is early fall. Still okay. Not too cold to get through the mountain pass. Now, we did preach, and you can see we are now level 2 in Dominion here with the 2 candles. That's pretty good. Alright, I say we attack with everything we got into the area here, because this looks good to me. We're going to make sure that these 3 attack in there. And now in Dural Woods, we have Asana. That's a very good thing to have. He's here. We'll take these 2. They are slow. As slow, yeah, as the white ones. The Bandar warriors are very slow. We'll put him here, right? Put him right there. Line formation doesn't really matter, I think. Line formation. And Asana himself, put him up here as well. Yeah, there's the midpoint. And how good is he? 15 protection, 11 defense. Yeah, we can probably send him in. 23 hit points. I'd say we give him the same orders to attack closest enemy. We'll do that, and attack closest here. There. Okay, so that's going to be a decent amount of units. And we can have 3 squads, so we'll take this one too. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll leave, I think we'll leave this one. His morale is worse, and he's going to be faster to run ahead, get killed, drop morale. Let's not do that. They're back here. We're going to put them here, I think. They're going to be undisciplined. They're going to fire. They're going to do what they want. Okay, I think that's good. So now, Asana, you attack as well. If we right-click now on the black peaks, these are the units that we get. We can see here what kind of formation we have. Archers back here. Ah, okay. There's some units here. We put them back there. They're doing hold and attack closest. Instead of doing that, move them forward. There. Attack closest. So now they're together with the others. There. They can hold here. Back there. That's the archers. Move them back a little bit. Move them up. Let's do that. This is because our prophet. We don't want him too close, I think. Yeah, I think that's fine. Now, because what's he going to do? Stay behind troops. No, you can cast spells like you did before. I think that's fine. 56 plus 34. 80, 90 units. Okay, yeah, I think that will do it. Hopefully now our scout is right. We have 80 enemies there. We have 90. I think we have to go for it. Let's go look north. There's nobody here. We don't see anybody anyway. All neutral territories. There's another Throne of Ascension here, and it has a special building there. You can tell, so there's going to be more magic sites there. Anyway, we'll continue into the mountain here. There. Keeping our scout here. Now we'll take him, move him up through the forest, into the forest here. Yeah, let's do that. What do we do for recruitment? We still haven't taken these two, which is kind of bad, but I do want the Throne of Ascension. Oh, wait. There's a black handle. Somebody is influencing this area. Not the Black Peaks, but they are somewhat close here. I don't see anybody there. Nope. Alright. So we're going to take the Black Peaks now, but let's go ahead back. Actually, do we recruit more units here? Maybe not. We're not going to come back and pick them up, I don't think. Right here, we have a rune. I should have recruited more of these, I think. Because we want to have one resource. This guy here is 40. The reason I'm thinking about getting another commander here, I'm thinking about it, is because they are stealthy. If we are to get these units, the Atavi Archer and Atavi Infantry, and they're also stealthy, we can send them across. Even if we don't get the units now, we can give on them. Let's do that. We'll take that. Going back to Bandar Log, we have 989 left. Quite a few gems now. I think we need to try to get as many of these white ones as possible. I want to make sure that we get these. And there's something we have to do that I forgot about, but we'll do that in a second. Holy points, we're out of those. Let's get another guru. It's fine. And I want to change our prophet because I don't want to say cast spells, just cast spells. We want to say cast a specific spell. Here, we want to cast Divine Blessing. This one will bless all sacred units. Remember, we want to get 4 more. We'll get 4 more to our attack skill, 4 more to defense. And then after that, cast spells. I think that's fine. And because you're up there, yeah, I think that's going to work. Okay, so our white ones here will be quite highly skilled. I think we'll make it there. Hopefully nobody will die. 18 damage. It's going to be fine, I think, against somebody who's not very heavily armored. I think that's fine. F1. Arun is defending. He's going to pick up more units. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go with that. Alright, keep your fingers crossed that we make it here. Research in thaumaturgy is completed. One of Bika's cripple units died. Oh, I didn't know they were crippled. You can find that out, but I didn't check it. Let's view the battle in Black Peaks, though, against the neutrals. So here we are. In the front, we have our white ones and the Bandar warriors. Although we put them... not ideal, right? We don't want them in the way, clogging it up, but okay. Here, coming down the hill, that's quite a few units. I don't know if I can see how many they have here. I can't, but I can see that they have a mage here. Level 1 nature. Level 2 nature. Not to... and they have a gem as well. Not surprising, it's a Throne of Ascension after all. These are the Lion Trap archers. Protection 0. We fire, they take damage if we hit them. I mean, if we roll, you still have to roll the 2d6. They have a short bow with 9. Morale is very poor. That's good. What about the other unit? This one with a shield. The Lion Trap Warrior. No protection. They have a shield though. That will, if it hits the shield, they will be protected. But it's difficult for them. They have a javelins. They can also throw weapons there. Alright, let's go ahead and see what happens with our Divine Blessing. Before the combat starts, we're going to have 13 and 12 here. Let's see. Divine Blessing. Kibasir, I think it's them. There, Divine Blessing. Now, these are in the front. They're going to get to 16 and 17. Doesn't work against arrows or ranged weapons. Only protection. But once we get into close combat, we should get that. And now we are blessed. Morale +1. That's good. Morale 15. Hopefully we will make it. We're rushing forward. The other guys here, the Atavi infantry is waiting here. Did I say hold on them? Maybe I did. Okay, let's see if we can make it against them. I think we can. They're throwing their javelin here. 12. They have a long weapon, a spear. They could repel us. Oh, one guy here, a white one, was snared by a vine arrow, blocking him until he gets out of it, using his strength, I think, in the head. No damage. That's good. They're going to keep firing, and they have limited ammo, but we'll see here. Yeah, we're taking them out here. We should take them out. Their morale, it's pretty poor. 9 is not good. One guy is going to run forward by himself. Okay. Oh, the archers are leaving. Good. Or some of them, anyway. They're fleeing. Yep. This group here is still here. Those are archers. But no protection. That's going to be a problem. You can see here they're floating numbers, so we're doing damage. Now they're leaving. Yeah. Except this guy there. Nope, he's also leaving. He is probably out of fatigue. He hit 100 in fatigue, you go unconscious. If you hit 200, you start taking damage. Every turn you gain some back, though. I think he gains back, can we see that here? Reinvigoration, I don't know exactly the rule at the top of my head how much you gain back. We might kill him, not that it matters. Before he can flee. Yeah, he's killed. Okay, that was the battle. So we did win the battle. What did we lose? We lost 2 Atavis. Yep, understandable. We lost 2 white ones out of 10. That's unfortunate. Even though they had good protection and whatnot, we still lost 2. And 1 Markata archer. They took out 14, so being in the back is very helpful for them. And they lost everything. Good. Let's check out the Black Peaks. The Black Peaks has the Throne of Zeal. What is that about? It spreads Dominion 2 and blessed troops get extra morale. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll take that. Some thrones are better than that, but that's fine. If we look at the stats, Thrones of Ascension, if we take this one, it's worth 1 point, Throne of Zeal. And we can do that by telling our prophet or pretender, which we don't have yet. Our pretender comes into the game in about 6 turns. Because go ahead and claim that throne. And now we have a level 1 experience here. He has 18 XP. You need to have 15 to gain more experience. And you can see that right away here. Experience +1. Well, that's good. So he's at 20. He can do... I mean, he's pretty good. He's pretty good here now. That was precision, right? Yes, he's better with spells. It's almost worth to get him bumped up in some other school of magic here. Anyway, we're going to claim that throne. Nobody can get across here, so that's good. Is anybody else here? I only see Gray. Ah, here. Agartha, home province. They haven't taken this one. They start here in the cave. So Agartha is there, next to the Gray Barrier. They own that, probably up north as well. So, we know of one of our enemies now. We'll see what we can do about that. At this point, we've taken 3 provinces, but only 1 next to Bandar Log. We have Asana here, and I have 1149 in treasury. Let's construct a building right away, the fort. Then we can start pulling in from these provinces next door. I think we should do that. We should try to hold it. Having a fortification means it's going to be much harder to take. They do have Dominion here, as you can see. 2 flames, 2 candles. We have 1 here. We're not doing any preaching. We should build a temple too, I think. What we're doing here, we have nothing in Juneau Forest. In Dural, we have 2 commanders now. We'll take them and send them back home. There. And then we have to decide what to do here. We got 5 of them here. I think it's a good idea to take and get a few more. We'll save 1 holy point. So we can get another guru. We don't have any real commander here. We have both our commanders here. We want to take on Feldon Forest. It's good for both Black Peaks and Bandar Log to pull in. You know, But he's building palisades. It's going to take 4 months. You can see at the bottom there. But we can claim the throne and then move up into Feldon Forest. Who's going to attack from here, though? Well, we don't really have anybody. I think it's... Do we want the Bandar commander? We know the difference, right? They always get negative here. Or they can have 2 squads. More than 1 at least. But if we get 3, as with here, we get a boost in morale. I'm tempted to get another one of those commanders. It's only 1 commander point. So we could get 1 more unit after that. 359. Do we need another scout? Well, I can't get any of these. They take 2 commander points, but I could get... Well, I could get Goen or somebody. But it wouldn't really help. We could get a Brahmin. Actually, let's get a Brahmin. That's a priest. And we can create temples with him. We'll do that. We have a few more resources left here. And we can't get another one of those. Take 17. And getting a Bandar warrior? No. But we could get a couple of these. We'll take that. Moving in with a rune there. We'll keep on a Deva over here. Although... if I keep him here, we could... I want to make sure we have enough money to maybe get a temple here as well. So we can hold a Dominion here, so if they attack us... Although, wait a minute, we have to get province defense in here now. We have to spend quite... Oh... Let's say we go to 25, which is what we have in Bandar Log. What did we get? 23. Nothing really at all. I think we go to 10. And stay there. We can look on the screen F1. Province defense is here. 10, 10, 10, 25. We don't have Feldon Forest or Melma. We're in Feldon Forest. We'll move him up here. There's nobody on the other side of the river. And we're sitting in Melma. There's not many units there. 50? That's it. Let's go to Old Giant Woods. I don't want to go in here because his skill, while good, is 60 in stealth. If there are 60 units, they have 50% chance of discovering him and basically killing him. Up here we have sites that don't give very much, or provinces don't give very much money, but they give us a greater chance of getting magic sites. And I want to get more magic sites to get more gem income. But we'll look at that next time, guys. Come back then, we'll play more of Dominions 5 with Bandar Log. Bye.